So imagine this. You're applying for your dream job. You're putting together your resume and you want to make yourself look as qualified as possible so you can secure the interview and hopefully get the role. What are you putting on there? Prior work experience, your skills, maybe some awards you received, some point of referrals. That way they can, contact prior employers and, see if you're actually a good fit for the role. Just everything you can. That way, you can secure that interview and hopefully get the job, right? So, is it not fair to say that your online dating app profile is pretty much the exact same concept? It's essentially your dating resume. I mean, knowing that that's the case, why do you not put any serious effort into your profile? Because we've all seen the stats. Women only swipe right on like 20% of men. In fact, the average man has to swipe like 50 times before he can even get a match. I used to think these stats were crazy until I started making content on here and you guys started DMing me your profiles on Instagram. Like I get like literally dozens of DMs every single week reviewing y'all's profiles. And it's like no shock to me that you guys can't get a match to save your life. Like those profiles are atrocious. They're terrible. Like I genuinely question if you even like women because I like look at this and there's like pictures of you guys like seriously, bro? What woman's looking at that like, wow, I want to go out with him? No woman is. None. Zero. That's why you're literally getting lost in the stack of all the other profiles she swiped no on. But tell me if you relate to this. So, my experience with online dating, it used to be pretty rough. Pretty rough. So, I would create like a Tinder account, get like maybe 3 matches, and like none of them were attractive. Like, you'd get like a fat chick in there, maybe like a five, and then just like some like weird chick. And, out of frustration, you're like, is this really what I'm matching with? You like delete the app out of frustration. And then like a couple days later, you re-download Tinder. Same thing happens again, two fat chicks, maybe one chick that's like kind of cute, but like you'd still be kind of like embarrassed to show her to your friends. So again, you delete the account and then like, you know, try Bumble, not much better. So you heard Hinge is good because it's more relationship oriented. You try that out and you get literally zero matches. So then you're like, fuck it, let's go back to Tinder. And you get like no matches. So now you think you're like shadow banned. And then maybe you try posting your profile for review on Reddit to see like what everyone in the subreddit says. And you're just like in this endless rut, just like watching all these like kinds of YouTube videos, constantly deleting and recreating your profile, but like not actually getting any real time results. Like, sure, you're getting like some matches, but like, let's be real, like, you're not even attracted to them. Like, they're fives, maybe like a six here and there, but like, you can do better. But these girls literally like, they think they're better than you. Like, they'll take 8 hours to text you back just to like leave you on red or like ghost you or flake on you like the night before the date. Pretty rough. I mean, that's what used to happen to me with online dating, and I feel like that's what happens to a lot of guys, or at least a lot of the guys I talk to. So you probably related to that. Um, but now I'm in a position where it's quite the opposite. Now people come to me for help. So what changed? Again, I understand that your dating app profile is your dating app resume, right? So essentially, you want to present yourself in the most attractive way possible. That way, she actually feels inclined to match with you, maybe even message you first and go on a date with you. It's as simple as that, right? So, how do you make her feel all these emotions so she actually wants to swipe right on you and let alone message you first and potentially go on a date with you? Well, it all boils down to your online presentation. So again, you have to put genuine effort into this. Remember, this is your resume. This is your digital dating resume. So you have to put actual effort into it. Selfies in your car, selfies lying in bed, pictures of you, with your friends on the golf course, holding fucking White Claws going like, or, pictures of you at the gym, flexing in the mirror and you see like the toilet seat open in the back with like shit stains on it. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it at all. No. No. Like, you gotta completely audit your profile from scratch. So you want like high quality portrait style photos. So the biggest mistake guys make is like you can't even see what they look like. Like, that's the biggest mistake I see out of all the profiles I review. I have no idea what you guys look like. And I don't know if you've ever seen a woman use a dating app before, but when they're using dating apps, they're literally swiping no on everyone. Everyone. Like, you have pretty much half a second to stop her attention and potentially get the match. And the only way you're going to do that is having a very strong cover photo. So, like, if she can't even see what you look like, she's not going to take the time to be like, oh man, I wonder what he looks like. No, she's just going to swipe no. Right? So the way you overcome that, it really depends what app you're using. So for apps like Tinder, Hinge, not Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, and I'd say like Facebook dating, having a shirtless photo works really, really well. And I realized this, when I really made a pivotal change in my online dating experience. So those of you who know me, like, I used to be like really fat and I just was not very attractive. And then, I made a like drastic transformation for myself, long story short. And I took like a shirtless photo of me out by the pool and I threw it on my Bumble and I got 200 likes within the first 6 hours of creating my account. And that's when I realized, you have to present yourself in the most attractive way possible. In fact, there has to be levels of sex appeal. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind. And you might hear that and think like, "Oh no, I'm not going to post a shirtless photo on my profile. That's douchey. Like, why would I do that? That's just going to attract the wrong kind of women." And when I hear that, it just shows that like you don't know what you're talking about, and it explains exactly why you are where you are. Because again, this is a looks-based game. You only have half a second to grab her attention. Like, remember, the average man has to swipe 50 times before he can even get a match. And it's simply due to the fact that there's literally not an ounce of sex appeal on his profile. In fact, I'm just going to be real with you. Like, it doesn't matter what your intentions are or who you're trying to attract. It doesn't matter how innocent this girl is. If she doesn't look at your profile and think, I want him to fuck me, you're not getting the match. You're getting left behind. Like, look, I don't care about hooking up. That's really not my thing. I don't find fulfillment from it. I want a genuine relationship, but I understand the nature of the game. I understand that, like, when a woman's able to sit in the comfort of her own home and just endlessly swipe for what she actually finds attractive without having to face the punishment, or the awkwardness of a man reacting negatively because he got rejected face to face. So she can just, endlessly swipe away. She's going to go for what she actually finds attractive, right? She might, say she likes you to your face, but then like, you get her number and then you don't hear from her again. It's because she didn't want to reject you to your face, bro. Dating apps give you the raw reality of like female attraction. So like, you can cope all you want, but I'm just telling you how it is, right? I've gone out with plenty of good Christian girls who have liked my shirtless photos, who have commented on my shirtless photos. And it just goes to show it creates that biological primal attraction. Like, it's not going to attract the wrong kind of women. Like, a lot of you guys have pretty pure intentions. You want a relationship, but like, don't fucking bullshit me, bro. When you see a fine chick with like, an Instagram model type body on a dating app, you fucking zoom in on that shit. You zoom in on it. You screenshot it. You send it to your boys like, oh, guys, look at this chick I saw on Tinder. Oh, dude, she's so bad, bro. Look at her. So you're a fucking hypocrite. You're a hypocrite for saying, oh, I don't want to attract the wrong kind of woman. You fucking swipe on those chicks all day long. Stop acting like you're above this shit, bro. Look, if you're happy with your measly 1 to 2 matches a week, just don't put the shirtless photo on there. Don't do it. Don't listen to me. Just remain mediocre, struggle to attract girls. It's literally like, I'm telling you what to do. I have the results. I have the keys to the kingdom. And if you don't want to do that, then I don't know what to tell you. Now, for Hinge, since I said it's a little bit different, for Hinge specifically, I actually wouldn't recommend making the cover photo a shirtless photo. In fact, I do worse when I make the cover photo a shirtless photo on Hinge, because Hinge is specifically like a relationship oriented app, or at least that's why girls make the profile, is in hopes of getting a genuine relationship. So like having the shirtless photo can look a little too try hard. It might work for some people, but for me, I average about 25 to 30 matches a week. And when I have that shirtless photo as a cover, it usually drops to like 15 matches a week. So I definitely don't perform as well. Excuse me. And I think it's just because it looks a little too try hard for the purpose of that app. So what I recommend is having a really strong like portrait style photo, which should be the majority of your photos anyways, like a portrait style photo, preferably from like the waist up, that clearly depicts what you look like. You're wearing a nice outfit, you can clearly see your face, you're well groomed, beards lined up, haircuts looking fresh, and of course, you're not like doing any bullshit, smiling like none of this like soy face garbage. I would say you do like a slight smirk, not like a super stern, serious face. Like, not that that's bad. You can have photos like that, but something a little more like that, right? That's gonna serve you really well. It just adds a little, makes it look a little more sexy, right? A little bit of sex appeal. Some other ways you can add sex appeal in this cover photo is wear like a nice fitted shirt so she can like see kind of like your arms. Or if you have like a polo or a button down, have the buttons unbuttoned so you can kind of see like a sneak peek of her chest. And a little pro tip, like that allows her to kind of imagine about you, right? This is why, women, they love to fantasize, they love to imagine things. So if they can kind of like imagine, like get a little teaser of your physique, that's gonna get her going head over heels for you. And another pro tip when it comes to girls imagining you, and this goes for all of your photos on your profile, but especially the cover photo. If you can get her imagining herself in your lifestyle, or ideally on a date with you, that photo is going to perform very, very well, and you're going to get far more matches. So the majority of your photos should clearly, demonstrate your lifestyle in an attractive way. So you looking good, but also like you're in cool locations like restaurants, bars, rooftops, you traveling, stuff like that. So she can get a taste of your life. But I find for Hinge, the cover photo, a really good way to do it is if you're at like a nice restaurant, sitting at like a dinner table or in a booth, and it's just like a straight on photo, like across, kind of like this right now. Like I'm across from you, you take a photo like that, like at a nice restaurant. And it's like she can picture herself sitting across from you on the date. Like my most liked photo on Hinge, it's pinned on my Instagram profile, so just take a look at it. But it's a picture of me like in a red booth at like this nice steakhouse, and I got like this cool sweater on, hair's looking nice, goatees lined up. And that photo does numbers. It literally does numbers. It gets me so many matches, right? Because I look good. You can clearly see what my face looks like. I'm not looking away from the camera. I'm wearing a cool outfit. I'm in a cool location. Like it kills, it literally hits all the attraction pillars that you need to reel a girl in and get you the match. Because as long as your first photo is good, you're in. You're in. That's not to say that you should, slack on the rest of your profile, because every photo matters. Because the moment she gets the ick, she's moving on. But, that cover photo is the most important because that's what gets you in her inbox, right? That's what gets you in her inbox, and that's what you need to happen, right? But I'm telling you, this literally just boils down to your photos. Like if you find that you're having a bad experience on dating apps, it's not the algorithm. You're not shadow banned. You don't need to pay for the premium. I'm not against paying for the premium. I'm actually going to buy it pretty soon. I've never bought it before, but I do want to experiment with Hinge X and see how that goes and how much of a difference it makes. So I'll definitely make like a YouTube video on that in the future. But like, you're not shadow banned. Your profile just, it honestly sucks. Like, again, like I see literally dozens and dozens of profiles every single week, and the pictures y'all throw on your profiles are horrendous. They're absolutely horrendous. Like, y'all are wearing weird outfits. Y'all aren't looking at the camera. The photos are too zoomed out. There's too much space above your head. They're not edited well. Like, there's just a lot wrong with y'all's profiles. And like, it's no shock to me you can't get a match. Like, it's like, I hate it when I hear guys say, oh, they're preying on men's insecurities and weak men so they can profit off you. Like, no, dude, you just don't know how to make a good profile. Like, I'd say about 95% of guys on dating apps have horrible profiles. Like, the competition's very, very low. It's honestly very, very low. Like, if you want to, kind of see what the competition looks like, just make a profile as a girl and just kind of swipe and see. Like, you'll see that most guys' profiles are fucking shit. They're literally shit, right? This is why I'm able to get so many matches despite being 5'6". Like, I literally have 5'6" in my Hinge bio, and I get more matches than all of my friends who are 6 foot and up. Like, I've actually had guys reach out to me on coaching calls who are 6'5" and are only getting like one match a month. Think about that. 6'5", one match a month. So all you height incels talking about, oh, it's all about height, it's all about height. I'm 5'6", and this dude's coming to me for help because he literally has only gone on one date in the past month. Explain that for me. Explain that for me. Height won't save you, bro. Height won't save you if you don't know how to present yourself in an attractive way. Is it an advantage? Absolutely, but only if you know how to leverage it. And again, this all boils down to your online presentation. So you need high quality portrait style photos, you doing cool stuff in cool locations, looking good, wearing cool outfits, so she can imagine herself in your lifestyle, but she also looks at you like, damn, he's fine as fuck. And of course, having a thirst trap or two on your profile to have that elevated like sex appeal, which is what's really gonna get you the match, right? But yeah, man, if you want additional help optimizing your online dating app profile so you can start landing matches literally this week, I put a video together. It's going to be the top link in the description of this video. It's an hour-long guide on how shorter men can put together their Hinge profile to start going on dates literally this week. Now, if you're not a shorter dude, this still applies to you. You're just going to have better results because obviously you have the height going for you. But for all you shorter dudes, 5'8" and below, a lot of the other guys who have watched this video have had a ton of success with it. Like, they're literally getting more matches within the week. Some of the guys watching the video are literally getting dates after watching it. In fact, one of my subscribers, he lives in India. He's 5'4", and he was convinced that like he was gonna have to move to Canada to fix his dating life, and that like he was never gonna find a girl in India because he was short and Indian. But now he's literally getting like 8 likes a day. Girls are messaging him first. Like, he's landing dates. And like, he's even like cold approaching girls now, right? He literally built the confidence because like the validation he was getting from dating apps. He's like, oh shit, like women actually find me attractive. So now he actually has like the confidence to like approach girls like completely sober and like land dates with them, which is like really fucking cool and like good for him. By the way, if you're watching this, bro, proud of you, man. You've been an absolute fucking killer. But anyways, if you guys liked this video, I think you're really going to like this hour-long presentation. I really want you to watch it because I think it's going to instantly skyrocket your results with online dating. I go over everything that helped me get to where I was now, what photos to take, the order to put them in, how to take them, how to write your prompts in bio, everything you need to know about online dating, text sequences so you can actually land the date with the girl. Everything you need to know so it's literally dummy proof and you can start going on dates next week. But anyways, man, that's it for this video. If you're interested in that, just click the top link in the description. It's an hour-long presentation on everything you need to know about Hinge. But other than that, boys, like, subscribe. If you aren't already, follow me on Instagram because I post game on there literally every single day. Like, I post so much game on my stories. Like, so many guys watch my stories and get so much value out of it. Like, they're like, holy shit, this shit's changed my life. So definitely follow me on there. But anyways, like, subscribe. I'll see you boys in the next video. Peace.